Pink, you're not gonna believe what I just found. I was spelunking in the deepest, darkest, and most dangerous dungeon in the whole village. Scrooge McDuck's storeroom. You're messing around in Mr. McDuck's storeroom? Find any cool treasures? Nah, just some rubies, diamonds, and a bunch of gold. Not even one lousy power-up or extra life. I was starting to think I'd never find anything really cool, and then all of a sudden, I found this! Ooh, what is this? No idea, but I think it's connected to that network I was stuck on. There's a label on the side that says Valley Visit Station. Maybe if you could put it somewhere and turn it on, it'll let you visit all the other valleys that I saw. Ooh. How do you know for sure? Well, there's only one way to know for sure. For sure. For once in your life, embrace the excitement of pressing a giant button even though you have no clue what it does. Place that thing you do somewhere in the valley and try turning it on. Oh, hey Pink.
So bad.
You wanted to talk to me? Did I do something wrong? Of course not. I'm just visiting to see how you're doing. Oh, it's really nice of you to actually care. I'm doing okay. Everyone in the village has been so nice. But, I don't know. Today I'm feeling a little bored, or like everything I look at today just feels so boring and ordinary. I remember when we were younger, everything was cool and exciting and beautiful. I wish I could see things that way again. Well, everything can be beautiful if you look at it in the right way. So, it all depends on how you frame it. That's it. Why don't we take some pictures to show you how beautiful even ordinary things around the village can be? That could be fun. Say, I do remember a few things in the village that I used to think were really beautiful. There was this one yellow flower in the Forgotten Lands that was really cool. And there was this really neat bird with black feathers. Oh, and I think the most awesome thing in the whole valley is this giant skull near Dazzle Beach. I bet you can get a pretty good shot of that. So your idea of beauty is flowers, birds, and giant skulls.
It's pretty great how nice
I
you are.
kinda agree with it. I love it, me too. Oh wow, really? It's nice to have somebody around here who understands. Let's see what we can do. 3 pictures coming right up. So does it mean I have to do a wild bird, or can I do a bird that is like already? Cause I just do not. What if I would do this? Yes, that works. Wow, these pictures are so cool, Pink. That giant skull. Why do I feel like something must be inside it? I got the same feeling. I feel like maybe when we were kids, we played inside of it or something. It seems like there's no way to get in now, but maybe someday. Anyways, I'm feeling a lot better now, Pink, and a lot more at home in the village. I just have one small request. You name it, and I'll make it happen. I was thinking, I love living in the dark castle. It suits me perfectly. But maybe you can make a space in your house for me to hang out when I visit? You're so good at decorating, you probably could tell from the mess. In the dark castle, I'm not the greatest at it. That's a great idea. How should I decorate it? Well, I love if you could use some furniture that suits my style, you know? Something sort of calm and elegant. For the colors, well, black and purple, obviously. We'll need some seating, and maybe something cool and artsy to tie it all together. Great, let's make it happen.
I hope we talk again.
This house, I want her to live in. I wonder if that's a thing that I can actually do. It is decorated, but I can just move it around, of course. You made such a nice place for me in your house, Pink. I don't even know what to say. You don't need to say anything at all. I just wanted to make you feel more at home. I think this is the most at home I felt in forever. I'm sure you're glad you came back to Dreamlight Valley. It feels like a part of me that's been missing is finally back. I'm starting to feel the same way. I'll see you around. I'm suddenly pretty excited to explore the valley and see what else I find. I guess even an ordinary day can be kind of magical, huh? Oh, speaking of something magical, I've got a surprise to thank you. Oh, Rumi's been teaching me how to bake. I wanted to make something for us to share. Or you can just eat them all yourself. I'm not very good at it yet, but I hope you like them. Rumi says it's an old recipe of Minnie's.
That's actually pretty.
Well,
Pink, it took me
Are you going
hours
to
of
help
work,
or
tireless
not?
research, and an unplanned visit to Merlin's library. I finally learned how to restore the Sunstone. How can I help? I'll get to that, you can be sure. Oh, how lucky you are that I'm here, Pink. Someone less gifted would never have figured it out. It's only because of me that there's hope of restoring the giant willow in the glade. What did you discover?
oh,
Neither the sun scroll nor the symbols in the mystical cave said anything about how to put the sunstone back together, or what to do in the case of dim fragments. But did I let that stop me? Of course not. I discovered the sunstone's heart must be made of a piece of the sun, so that is what we need. How are we going to get that? I've uncovered a spell that calls for a shower of sun meteorites. But first, we need to restore the fragments. I can't call for the shower without their power. What do I do? We'll start with the dawn fragment. To restore it, it must be infused with ingredients as fresh as the morning to remind it of its nature and awaken it. You'll have to gather lemon, oregano, mint, and ocean water. Then submerge the dawn fragment in a pot with these ingredients, like you would for any meal. Return to me that moment when you've finished.
yes, I know. A little help, if you would. Oh,
Well
hello,
done,
dear.
Pink. The dawn fragment is gleaming again. And this smell, it reminds me of waking up in the morning and remembering how young and beautiful I am. Can you feel it? In this vibration of magic in the air, the spell is working and the sun is listening. Yes, I can feel it. Surprisingly, I didn't think you'd be sensitive enough. Now, for the dusk fragment. Here, take it. Its energy needs a full day to be restored. This will be quite an opportunity to showcase your very particular skills. Treat it like one of those crops you're so fond of, so it absorbs the valley's power. And as the dust fragment, it must be planted in the darkest part of the Dreamlight Valley, the Forgotten Lands. Bury it in water for as long as it needs.
Yes.
Stand up, my legs hurt. Shovel is 3. I'm gonna bury it right here.
Over here! What
Look
a
what you
pleasure.
accomplished, Pink. Your gardening habit is finally useful for something of value. As in, it wasn't before? I'm just teasing, dear. I'm sure plenty of people are amazed by your gardening skills. While you were gone, I restored the noon fragment. It was odorous work, leaving it on the windowsill under my midday sun. And now that the fragments are together, it's time to attempt the spell. Fragments reunited glow for all to see. All the sun
marvelous.
meteorites, let them come to me. All my grueling labor has come to fruition. There be many sun meteorites to gather. Most of them have fallen over the Forgotten Lands. Hurry, gather them quickly.
Oh,
What a good little gopher! Now for the most important part. Once again, it requires an intervention of someone wielding Dreamlight magic. Here are the fragments. Fuse the fragments around the heart of one of the sun meteorites to weld them together. Use one of your crafting stations, dear. Then, once the sunstone is complete again, bring it to me.
over here!
The sunstone!
And we're done
Finally!
talking.
I can already feel its effect. I'll stay young and beautiful forever. You look just like... Don't you mean fabulous? Now there's no risk of that changing ever. Maintaining my youth is only a fraction of the sunstone's power. When I place it in the giant willow, it will grace us all. I'm glad I let you help me Pink getting the scroll from that doddering fool, Scrooge. Going to the mystical cave and finding the fragments. For being so good at running errands, I want to give you a present. I know you'll love it. And no, don't give me anything in return, though of course you want to. I'm going to bathe in the rays of the sunstone now. You should really consider it too. You look absolutely exhausted. Just teasing, dear. Ta-da!
How?